Alright, so here we have me taking out my supplies. The first thing I like to do is use my nail drill to file down my nails and clip them. This is important so that when you put the acrylic on, it's on a rough base, and it's easier for the acrylic to set in and last longer. There have been times I even tested this out myself. I didn't do the drilling process beforehand, and the nails definitely do not last as long. They last maybe 5 to 6 days and then they start coming off. Right now, as I'm recording this, it's been about 2 weeks and I think only 2 nails came off. So it's not a foolproof process. I'm still perfecting it, but it's important, especially you see me pushing my cuticles back right here. That's also important for lifting towards the cuticle bed. You just want to make sure that your nails, and what I sprayed just now was some alcohol. Some people will suggest that you use a dehydrator. Alcohol works just as well to take the oil off of your nails, which also helps with the acrylic adhering and the glue. So at this point, what you're seeing is me fitting the nail tips. I bought nail tips on Amazon. They came in that case that you see. I think it was like $10 or less for the nail tips, and there's like more than 1,000 in there, so it'll last me a pretty long time. And so right now I'm just fitting my nails and setting them up. Now I'm refiling because, as I said before, that process, you got to make sure there are no smooth spots on your nail at all. And I noticed some right as I was about to put the nails on, so I went back to take care of that. And now I'm putting a little nail glue on. I put it from the center of the nail up to the tip of the nail. I don't put it near my cuticle because that's where I stick the nail on. So from the center to the tip, and then I press the nail on, and I use those clothespins to kind of keep the nail in place while the glue dries. So I'm not gluing from the base. If you guys have ever gone to the nail salon and got your nails done, you will see that they don't start at the cuticle. They don't start at the base of your nail. They start in the middle. That's where they glue the tips on. Right now, I'm clipping my tips. Now, this part does take a little bit of practice, but one thing to keep in mind is it doesn't have to be perfect, because I've, not measured it perfectly, and you still can't notice it. Like, it's unnoticeable. Like, you're gonna be the only one that knows. Other people are gonna see your nails and they're gonna compliment you. You're really the only one that knows that your nails aren't cut to the same length. So no need to obsess about that part. Here I am putting the nails on the next hand using my clothespins. A little note on the clothespins, they're not necessary and they hurt. So that's up to your discretion. I just like to put it there. So here I am, the last one. And then I take them all off and I go ahead and clip the rest of the nails. Sometimes I measure, sometimes I don't. It just depends. So here I am filing down the nail tips, just making them a little bit less sharp on the front, and just they're already at the shape that I want them to be at. So really, I'm just making them, because once you clip them, they can be a little sharp at the tip. So I just smooth that out with my nail file, and now we're ready for the actual acrylic process. So now, brushes and acrylic, I also bought those on Amazon. Those are up to your discretion. Like when it comes to the brushes, I've used the bigger brushes, I've used the shorter ones. To me, there really is no difference. You just gotta play around with it, honestly, and figure out what works the best for you. The whole process of putting on the acrylic, you can watch videos on YouTube about that. That's what I did. That's how I learned. I watched it to get a basis on what to do, but really the learning is in actually doing it. So what I would recommend is watching one video that explains the process and what materials you need, and then you go in and you practice, because the type of acrylic that you use, the type of acrylic liquid that you use makes a difference. The brush makes a difference. So really, it's going to be about practicing with whatever materials you decide to buy. The process is going to be different, so I'm not going to explain that process. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.